totally baseless.
Hey, it's Totally Baseless. My name's John, and with us is a guy who supports trans rights so much, he's auditioning to be the next Supergirl. Dan, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, I thought we were talking about my friend Ming Tran from Vietnam. Great guy.
Got it.
There's no
Okay.
actual person named Ming Tran.
Okay. And a guy who proves that natural stupidity is better than artificial intelligence. Dave, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Yes, very articulate of you.
I think my last joke
I guess I'm
proved
wrong.
the natural stupidity thing.
It's on brand.
Thanks for proving me wrong. All right, so to our trivia question, Ben. You guys are masters of TV?
Maybe
let's
not.
see you prove it.
I'd say sensei of TV.
All right. Can you tell me then, this is going back a ways, but what was the #1 TV show of the 1970-71 season, the 1980-81 season, and the 1990-91 season? Let's start with 1970. What was the top rated TV show?
Monday Night Football.
It's not in the top 20.
Oh, wow. Laughing.
The Lawrence Welk Show.
Those are not here. The Jim Neighbors Hour is number 29.
Oh,
And the Flip Wilson Show is number 2.
Oh, wow.
man. So
That's
it's a crappy variety show, is what you're telling me.
Sonny and Cher.
Not I guess not around that season.
The Brady Bunch Variety Fun Time Happiness Hour.
You would
With the
think.
fake Cindy.
Yeah.
The Wonderful World of Disney's number 13. That was a staple on Sunday nights, I believe.
Oh.
No, I don't think you're going to get this one because you definitely weren't into this show. I know I wasn't. Marcus Welby, MD.
Yeah, no.
#1 show. I don't think I ever saw one of that.
I was a few months old.
Now it's
Oh,
now it's too
that's
old
too
for
old.
you.
That's-
When you don't know the answer,
Yeah.
then it's before my time. Got it.
Oh, I would never watch
Got it.
that.
Okay. What about 1980, 81?
MASH.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Match is number 4. Dukes of
Dallas.
Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard is number 2.
Oh,
And Dallas is number 1.
Son of a bitch.
boom.
Good call, Dave. All right, we're getting closer to your further from your birth, I should say.
Yes. And closer to my prime watching television.
Well, you're still
Years.
waiting for it. We're still waiting. You'll hit your prime sometime. All right, 1990, 91, top rated
Cheers.
show. Yeah, this one's a little easier.
Seinfeld.
Cheers. Yeah, a little early for Seinfeld.
No, that's like Seinfeld's second season. It was still kind of garbagey.
Oh,
Other hits, number
it was
6
The Apprentice.
Murphy Brown, 1990 we're talking about. And Designing Women.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh.
like those shows.
And of
CBS
course,
Monday nights, I believe.
Matlock was still on the air, number 17.
Wow.
Marcus Welby's still somewhere in there? Still kicking?
I don't think so. That was on its
Pretty
last
old.
legs in 1970, I think. All right,
No,
let's get into our articles here. Let's see. I got an order here somewhere. But let's start off, as we should, with His Holiness Donald J. Trump, who is now selling
His
Trump
Eminence.
Bibles, as if that wasn't ever gonna happen, eventually get around to it, selling for just $59.99. Let me see, there are no 4EZ payments in this case, but it comes with a handwritten chorus to God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood. And I don't know if you saw the website here where they're selling these at godblesstheusabible.com. I know we
Of
want to
course.
send people to the right place.
Yeah.
But one
no.
of the FAQ questions is, what if
Why?
my Bible has sticky pages? And I think that's telling us a lot of what we need to know about this endeavor.
It's
That's-
that Trump got to it first. It's a personal signature.
Yeah, right.
That's the Stormy Daniels edition.
Oh, man.
It's Trump's special gift for only
Yeah.
$5 more.
The
You get his
chapter on Sodom and
DNA.
Gomorrah is extra long in this Bible for some reason.
You get his
Yeah, yeah,
DNA.
right.
If you wanted to clone him,
It's yeah, it's all well. If it was accurate, I guess to the sponsor, the whole thing would just be about Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah. Much like the Bible, the jokes write themselves with this thing, man. It's
Much like the Bible. Oh man.
I was going to be very outraged when I was reading this and get all mad at the Christian conservatives and all that crap. But the most egregious part, the fucking handwritten lyrics to that god awful song.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you, Dent? Do you not love America?
that song,
Is
Yeah.
hot garbage.
yes, but it's like they use it to brainwash you. Because when I was in ROTC and we were off in basic, they played that everywhere we marched to, and like every when you're out field exercises, every
God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood.
Yeah.
Fucking Greenwood.
yeah
Everywhere.
every class you had, you'd walk in and they'd be blaring Lee Greenwood.
Really?
By the end, but yeah, by the end of basic, we were singing it together. Everybody in chorus. God bless the USA.
One of us.
Basically.
One of us.
Basically, and then getting there, when you first got there, you're like, "Oh, this song sucks." By the time you left, you're singing it like you know all the verses, and
It worked. Yeah.
Lee
you're
Greenwood
like,
is our
yes.
Lord and Savior. Lee Greenwood can do no
All
wrong.
of a sudden, you're in the voting booth and you're trying to hit Biden, but it keeps going into the Trump
Yeah.
socket. You're like a Manchurian candidate kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad we're
once again-
recording this at a distance. That's all I'm saying.
It's not so much the messaging, it's that it's just a shitty song.
I didn't know it was that old. It's actually
Oh,
40 years now,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
released in May of 84.
pick a better song to be brainwashed to is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Well, it hits all the right notes when you're in the army, right?
Oh.
That's what they want you. That's what
yeah.
they want you to think. They want that group think of God bless America.
Oh,
But I'm shocked by the price. $60 for a Bible?
Right.
well,
It's
Once
another piece of crap Trump puts his name on and overcharges you, right? I
Yeah.
want my Trump vodka, my Trump Bible, and a
And my
Trump
Trump
steak,
steak.
and I'm gonna have a awesome Saturday night.
and I'd like to have a Trump heart attack.
Well, they do have gilded page edges, and that's what causes the sticky pages. They say.
Oh yeah, the gilding. The man who just got he just lost his case
Yeah.
by what is it, E. Jean Carroll for sexual
Yep.
assault, the civil case.
To the tune of $475 million now is selling Bibles.
He has to sell something, right? He needs that money. But yeah, the hypocrisy of selling
Oh.
Bibles. But I mean, I don't think he cares. He'll sell anything. He'll put his
Oh,
name
no,
on
no.
anything, right?
No, I don't think. I'm like that's on brand, and I don't blame him. That's what he's gonna do. I'm not. But the
Yeah.
people that will shell out the money and like still like
Well, he
Consider
knows his
themselves-
audience, right? He
Yeah.
knows who follows him.
yeah
They're all-
Suckers.
Yeah,
yeah there's
exactly.
a sucker. What is it? A fool and his money are soon parted.
Yeah,
I
right.
got my Trump
So-
Bible, and I'm ready for Sunday.
And I'm
And-
trying to bring
and,
back my pillow guy. And
Yeah, right. His pillows. Yeah, handwritten by Lee Greenwood. I didn't know they were so closely working together there.
Well,
Well,
so that means
who's more broke
Lee,
at this point?
yeah, I was gonna
Lee
say, so
Greenwood
the Lee Greenwood is so hard up that he's actually handwriting little notes on every Bible.
or has he been kidnapped?
Get to work.
You know, I am waiting for him to come out with the Trump Torah.
Right?
I'm waiting-
Shouldn't he
I'm
cover
waiting
all
for
his
the-
bases?
I'm waiting
If
for the
he's-
Trump Quran.
Yeah,
Let's see if that'll
Yeah.
happen. And that's when he gets really hard up, right?
right.
For $99.99.
Hey, if he's truly the businessman that he is, I want to see the Trump Quran. I want to see the
Yeah.
Trump Torah. I want to see the Trump issue of Thor. Let's not leave anybody out.
Trump Dianetics.
Yeah.
Trump
Yeah,
Dianetics.
Trump Dianetics.
Oh man, it's like a hat and a hat there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a con on top of a con, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh
one of those
man.
Russian nesting dolls of cons.
Oh man. Well, you know, at least Trump has a hard on crime message. He doesn't tolerate any of this nonsense like this Joe Biden does.
Oh
This
yeah.
guy just lets people steal even from Air Force One. The White House has apparently had to tell journalists to stop stealing souvenirs from Air Force One, including Biden pillowcases, cutlery, and towels are all disappearing from Air Force One, which no one would ever dare to disrespect Air Force One when Donald J. Trump was president. That's all I've got
No.
to say.
Yeah. I do love that that's their plan, right? They're like, why would they steal? We give them a box of M&Ms.
He's got the little
Yeah.
M&M guy and a flag. Huh?
Yeah.
What more can they want?
Yeah. That's the
You
best part
notice how
of
no one was stealing the Trump Bibles out of the
it. Right?
Right. Those were safe in their warehouse.
yeah. They're like,
Well, because one of two things are either happening on the Trump Air Force One. He probably replaced everything with like styrofoam cups and paper plates.
He stole everything before
Yeah,
he
journalists
did.
could get to it.
that was in Mar-a-Lago. He was gonna sell it
It's
at.
in some of those
Right?
boxes in Mar-a-Lago, right?
Uh, How come all
It's
the
gonna be
cutlery's gone? They haven't
it's
even
for my
come on the plane
museum.
yet.
It's for my museum.
Yeah.
Sure it
To
is, Mr.
myself.
Trump.
How come you guys didn't steal when Trump was there? There was no cutlery with our hands.
What color are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, there were no
It-
towels.
It was all McDonald's fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
the
was a
wrap-
McDonald's bag with the
styrofoam McDonald's stuff from back in the 80s.
yeah, with the presidential logo like drawn on it, with the black Sharpie. The clouds are right
Yeah.
here.
See?
The weather system's coming right here.
See, it says Air Force One right there.
Yeah, they're just robbing the Air Force One blind.
Maybe they were stealing like the $7,000 toilet seats. It's like somebody's got to make some money off that.
Yeah, I mean, the way they make it sound, you'd think they're like Biden would walk out like half naked because he'd be mobbed
Right?
by journalists stealing everything.
He's
Like it was
all
up on
soaked up.
blocks.
He's all, where's my towel?
Damn it, not again.
And these guys are professionals, right? These guys are professionals. They're
Well,
journalists,
they're journalists.
for God's
Yeah.
sake. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's
like,
like
the guy from like the New York Times is sitting there with the robe, with an Air Force One robe on.
Yeah, right. Just walking off the plane.
hard-hitting facts.
Yeah, right.
Hard hitting facts. This robe is soft.
Yeah.
They don't pay us enough. They don't pay us enough at the New York Times.
Yeah, the next time you see the anchor on the news wearing all this
Wait a minute.
presidential seals all over.
Walter Cronkite never did
Oh
this.
man.
Oh, I bet
Yeah.
you raid Walter Cronkite's house is probably full of presidential ashtrays, and
Yeah.
It's
When
like
they
its
had
own
ashtrays.
museum.
Oh man.
they were gifts.
Well, maybe these journalists went to Western Washington University, where now they have online cannabis courses for people that want to jump into the pot business. They're offering these a new certificate program called the Cannabis Product Development and Design Certificate, or what I like to call that dude in the dorm that never left with the smoke coming out of his window.
Right?
Now that's an official thing. They're partnering with Green Flower, which already sounds a little bit suspicious, to put up this class and how to make money in the cannabis business.
More White House branding right there.
Yeah.
My presidential gummies.
Or are they Trump gummies or?
Yeah, they're probably Clinton gummies
Oh, there you go.
because he never inhaled. So
I like
just
where they
takes the
say
gummies.
experimented, like you have goggles and a white lab
Yeah.
coat or something.
well, it was college, right? You're in the lab.
Let me see what this does. I
Gets
just
you
love that they're
high
like
is what it
hedging their
does.
bets, though. It's not a degree. You get a certificate, right? It's not.
Well, it's not legal yet and all.
It's
It's
not a
not
full-on
federally
degree.
legal.
It's
This
like
is only
everything.
valid in Washington.
It's like everything when you're high. It's not quite exactly what you thought it was when you're sober.
But if you're high,
If
you don't
you're
know the
high.
difference.
I
It
got a
sounds like-
master's. It's like just like a crayon on a piece of paper.
Sir, that's the kids menu from Islands that you got there.
Oh man,
Right.
it looks official.
That's such a bummer.
Bro, it looks official.
All that time not going to class. Look what I did.
I got a master's in weed.
But you know what though? I gotta respect these guys leaning into it. They know it. I like this a lot better than the hoity-toity institutions when they give their like the Harvard one where they were doing their course on Taylor
Taylor
Swift. They're
Swift
trying
or
to
yeah.
where they're trying to seem in touch and cool. You're like, no, stay in your lane, Harvard.
If Trump can hawk Bibles, these guys can get you a certificate in manufacturing gummies.
Well, that's what I love though. It's like some random ass like Western Washington University, right?
Yeah. Hey, power to you, man.
Yeah.
You know people are gonna sign up for that. I got my bachelor's from Western Washington Online
Yeah.
University
No, Western
in,
Samoa.
Western, yeah.
in cannabis
that.
cultivating.
There's that one, yeah. There's that one commercial of Southern New Hampshire. Really? Southern New Hampshire?
Get very specific. We don't like those
Right.
northern New Hampshireites.
Eastern South Dakota. What? Eastern South Dakota Technical.
What? When your sign is when the university is way too specific with their location, right?
Yeah.
They may not be the most legitimate of institutions.
Like, Northwest Fresno. It just sounds unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the Northwest Fresno Institute of Technology and Auto Repair.
It's like Harvard online. I got a certificate from Harvard.
We are the Harvard of weed gummies.
That's the East
No.
Harvard University in Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't read the fine print. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not like them Yaley vapies.
Oh man, well, it sounds like two graduates from these kinds of schools got into it at a gas station. They started throwing bananas at each other. And of course, the employee had to jump in, chasing customers into the parking lot. And the police eventually had to jump in and charge these guys with aggravated assault and recklessly endangering another person with a banana. That's actually on the books.
That's
just BANANAS. Banana.
Yeah, okay.
Now, if it had been a cantaloupe, maybe the charges would be different. But the banana,
I would assume that'd be assault then, right? If you get a banana in the
If it's a
tailpipe.
that would be a different crime altogether.
Well, he hit him with the PVC pipe. So
Yeah.
he's like, this
Right.
banana ain't doing
Hey
diddly.
man, I just threw a banana at him. Well, no, it was the pipe. When you hit him with the pipe, that was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, way to take it to an unnecessary level, right?
It escalated, right? These are bananas we're throwing, people. Hello.
Yeah, the customer and the staff were throwing bananas back and forth at each other, and then someone had to go and throw a punch. If
Yeah.
you had just kept it at banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it'd just be an
No.
episode of Jackass, but now it's a felony.
Someone had to escalate, right? It's always someone else ruining it for everybody.
You've gone just a little bit too far.
Hey. Bananas are okay. Once you start throwing punches, I get my PVC pipe and it's on.
I don't know. Banana's pretty soft. I mean, if you did throw a melon or like a pineapple, that's kind of pokey.
Yeah, like a
That's
pineapple.
more
all
severe.
right. Yeah, who in the history of the world has ever been injured by a flying banana?
I guess
Or
they got their
flying-
feelings hurt.
Maybe Carrot Top had something to do with this.
You could take an eye out.
It's just a bit that's gone terribly wrong. Well, it's like those just pranking videos where the people doing the prank wind up getting their ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The- the-
really?
the-
They do something?
Well,
Well, 'cause
like the guy that hides in the trash can and jumps
Yeah.
out with like a mask and then he gets
Yeah,
punched. Or something. Yeah.
Oh no, I've never seen where they got punched or attacked or anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's
they're-
ones where, like dudes are like, "Oh, for my prank, I'm going to pretend to steal this guy's car."
Oh
Unwittingly,
yeah, right. Great job.
right. Your prank is grand theft, and the result is the guy beats your ass.
And then there's
It's a
plastic.
prank. It's a prank. It's a
Yeah,
Now
prank.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
okay.
I'm gonna prank these police officers with this plastic gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Tune into my next TikTok to see how this ends.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like and subscribe for part 2.
yeah. Yeah, that goes way beyond Mr. Beast.
And really, maybe let's just stop fucking with convenience store clerks. I think that's the moral of the story, right?
Yeah, bananas or no? Let's tip our hats to the hardworking convenience store workers around the world who take the risk just so they could overcharge us for cans of Coke.
Yeah, they're
And
not the
expired
most
burritos.
they're not the most humorous of people. They probably
You're not the most humorous of people.
well, I mean, they're not going to take too kindly to getting a banana thrown at them, are they? They work at a convenience store. Life has already kicked them in the ass.
Name three people who take kindly to having a banana thrown at them.
As if there's another profession where that's encouraged.
You know, they don't have a
Sales.
sense of humor. I threw a
Soupy
banana
Sales.
at
I
the
bet
guy's
you
head.
he didn't mind a banana being thrown at him.
Who's that?
Oh,
Why are
Sales.
your
Sales
references
reference.
before you're born? Why are you complaining about 1970 and then you reference a 1950s comedian?
Oh,
Yeah, those Marx brothers, they didn't mind.
Yeah. Right. I mean, okay, you get a banana thrown at you. That's pretty messed up. But imagine if a whale poops on you. That's way worse. And that's exactly what happened in Australia when some sperm whales poop out. Apparently, this is a defense mechanism, but they poop out to disorient, scare off some killer whales. I don't know about you, but if some killer whales are chasing me, I'm going to have the exact same defense mechanism as these sperm whales.
They were scared shitless. I mean,
Yeah.
the literal definition, right?
right? Was this written by the sperm whales PR people? No. It's a defensive defecation,
Yeah.
right? Is this them, the sperm whales, spinning it like it's a positive?
I don't want to say this is just a whale thing, but I remember I was being chased one time, and I
Yeah.
and I had the
you,
same outcome, except I got my ass kicked and my pants dirty.
some defensive defecation. I like it. Sounds so clinical, right?
Right? It sounds like a legitimate thing. Defensive defecation.
Well, I like how they said how they all formed a circle with their noses like in the circle and their tails out.
Away from the poop. Well, that makes perfect sense. I mean,
So was it like a wall of poop or a circle of poop?
Apparently, it was to answer your question. Yes, it was a cloud of diarrhea.
Yeah, you guys ain't so tough now, right? Come and get me.
Yeah, way to go, big bad orca. Ooh, afraid of a little poop.
You want this? Got to go through that.
Now, this sounds like it was written by like a fifth grader, man.
yeah.
This is like a fifth grader. It's like show and tell,
A bubble of poo. I like how.
A
right?
bubble of poo. Yeah.
The whole story. This is like, you get those like assignments where you have to, okay, now bring in a newspaper article to talk about today, kids. There's one fucking kid that's like, it's in the news.
Yeah. And you know what? Big ups to them. It worked. The killer whales decided it wasn't worth the effort and decided to move on.
Yeah, I would too.
I just love that they like interviewed like this marine biologist.
He couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah.
Yes, they pooed. The host, that Australian guy, that dude was having fun with it.
Oh yeah.
So like they pooed.
No, they're like, what killer whales? Man, they're just drunk.
What? We were being chased?
Yeah.
Yeah. Found
It was
floating
taco-
next
it was-
to the sperm whales for the keg.
It was Taco Tuesday. We were being chased by orcas?
Yeah, let's go with that, guys.
Yeah. Say what now? Exactly. All right. Well, sounds like you guys have plenty of experience in this area. So we're going to just let this one go. All right. That's it for this episode. Please
Just like the
subscribe to
whales.
keep up with the latest in crazy news. And thank you for listening.
No, this one's